We're here. I don't know how to feel. Everybody, I really don't, but we're here. Everybody, I really don't. But okay, so that's good. That's sounding good. Oh. I'll wait for some cats to pop in. I've already received some. I'm sorry that you probably feel like awful today. Text messages from friends, so that's great. Kaz, how you feeling, dog? How you feeling, dog? Cause I ain't doing too well. Reaper, welcome in. Jay, good to see you. Lucky Charm, good to have you. How am I feeling? I'm feeling cautiously optimistic. Rella was up. Corona, I'm putting that right in the pinned. Because that's what we need tonight. We need nothing but positive vibes. Because this is kind of horrifying. He's only played one game. The only game he's pitched in the postseason was against us. And it was like 4 innings of 5-run ball. Look, I'm cautiously optimistic. Scherzer Javi is a good matchup. Javi had done really well until his last start, and even that wasn't too bad for Javier. But he cooked in the postseason until that. His last couple of regular season starts were great. His first postseason start was great. I am cautiously optimistic. I think there's a very good, think about how many times there has been a postseason series where a road team has won all. Think of all the different postseason series, and there's been one up until this point where a road team has won all 7. Like, there's no possibility that the sport of baseball that is over 150 years old, this league is 150 years old, there's no possibility that the only time a team wins all 7 games on the road is against us in two important 7-game series within 4 years. There's no shot, right? You guys I'm sorry that we knocked you out, Lucky. I really am. That's tough. But you can come join. Come join so you can be happy in knowing the fact that the Twins had to lose to the league champion and not the runner-up to the league champion. We're going to make you look like the second best team in the American League. Because screw the Rangers. I can't not say it, man. Solo has to pee, everybody. It's very important that you know that. That Solo has to urinate. Dude, I'm still not mentally over the fact. Ooh. Touch bitter, but not bad. I got the new Starbucks creamy vanilla blend for the Nespresso machine. It's not bad. And there it is, Bruce Bochy in Game 7s and Dusty Baker in Game 7s. There's the thing we've been waiting for. We all knew it was coming. He's going to go 60 innings. That's not good. I'm sure that's a typo, but I have to dunk on it while I can, so I'm sorry. Nice. I'm not going to... So the last game Scherzer pitched was against us. Obviously. It was his first start in the postseason, and that was like what? He went a couple innings, was okay. Tonight, Dusty will win his first Game 7, hopefully. Good vibes tonight. Eric coming in with it. He gets it. History isn't written. The things can change. Amen. Here we go. Exactly. Now, Javi's got the juice. I feel very hopeful about Javi. Lucky, I'm very happy that you believe in the Astros to win. For my sake, can you say like a 9-4 win? I assume you mean unless Dusty mismanages. Noah, it's good to see you. I genuinely think if you wanted, he never had a team this good in Game 7. So that's totally fair to say. I mean, didn't the O2 Giants... Noah, what's up? The O2 Giants went 7, yeah? I don't think you could pick a better pitcher. I might have to grab the blue light. My eyes are going crazy. Okay, that's fair. I don't think there's a better guy you could have on the mound for a Game 7 than Christian Javier. He really is just... He is the guy. I mean, Chaz in the game. I'm very happy about Chaz being in the game. And the other Game 7 was us. That was the Rays series, yeah? Which, like, what are you going to do about that? I will die on the hill that the 2020 Astros genuinely were terrible, and I'm like, that was such a bad team. Eric, I'll ban you right now. Ground ball, Pena gobbles, throw to first. In time, get Simeon out number 1 of the top of the first on the second pitch. Love me some Brock Purdy. Dude, Brock Purdy, people dunked on him so hard for one bad game. I'm a total Brock Purdy believer. And if I want any hope of the Astros doing anything, I kind of need Mr. Brock Purdy to... not Brock Purdy. I need that entire defense to get like 3 pick sixes for the Niners defense is needed for a vicious Woodpeckers victory this evening. And Seager. Tucker doesn't even have to move for it. I am apparently delayed because I literally just see, damn, are you delayed? And then bang. Settle in, folks. Settle in, because it's going to be an interesting evening. It's Seager, so I'm not going to panic yet. Like, that's a good hitter. This isn't some alternate reality where this is like the 9th guy who happens to do it. Like, that was just smoked. I want to see... That was a good pitch for Seager to hit. Not a good hit pitch by Javi. I don't love that he's going for a seam fastball right there. And, like, if I pull up Seager's heat map, I assume that middle top is going to be red hot. Can I go zones? This is what I want to look at. 2-0 to Carter. High. Make it 3-0. There's a strike, which is solid. Okay, for some reason I can't pull up Corey Seager's heat map. There we go. That's... Guys, it's 3 batters in, so nobody panic. But how is that not a strike? Like, if it's a 2-2 count, I can see why that wouldn't be a strike, because you don't want to bring him up on a 50. How is that not a strike? There's a great Foolish Baseball video talking about umpires having, like, fear of making a decision that affects the game. This is the opposite of that. These umpires want to make the decisions. They want the game to flow through them. Why is Baseball Savant betraying me tonight? I just wanted to see Corey Seager's hot cold zones, and now I don't even care about it anymore, but I still want to see it. Because I am a sick human. Will it let me do Altuve zones? Way high for the first pitch for Garcia. There's no possibility that Javi gets rattled in this game, yeah? Like, that's an impossibility. It's Javier, right? He's not going to get jazzed. He's not going to get 2 up. Beautiful swinging strike. That was a really good throw. Accuracy-wise, Maldi just don't got the gun anymore, which is unfortunate. Because that was pinpoint where you want it. One to Garcia. Fouls it back to make it 1-2. Javi just kind of tripped on the pitching rubber, which is kind of funny. Okay, can I do a heat map on... Okay, I can do it on Fangraphs, so that'll work. I know this is totally irrelevant now because it's like 3 batters later, but I alone am curious, and I'm going to look at it because I want to know if there was actually a thought going high middle with a fastball there for Seager, if that was just a funny little haha, let's let him tank one moment. I'm kind of expecting the second thing, but I want to see. Okay, no, that was a good spot. Like, actually. And that's one of his colder zones. So that was attacking a pitcher or a batter where he's weak, and it didn't go well for you. That's actually interesting to look at. God, baseball numbers are so fascinating. Full count to Garcia, by the way. And... Garcia nukes one off of the Crawford boxes. That'll make it 2-0 Rangers. He thought it was gone, and he wanted to pimp that even worse than before. How funny would that have been if he actually wouldn't have gotten out, and he would have somehow gotten thrown out at first base? How funny would that have been if it would have just weirdly kicked to Brantley? Game's over, by the way, just so we're clear here. Not even admiring a double, no, he was admiring a single. And they'll steal another base on Christian Javier because apparently he just... I understand that Javi has not been interested this season in limiting base runners, but dude, he didn't even get that good of a piece of hitting on it. Like, dude stood there and admired a 94-mile-an-hour, 346-foot hit. Like, he didn't even tank it. Seager could have admired it. Garcia is a cocky bastard. And I'll say that now. And I kind of don't care. Because I'm already irritated. Javi is terrified to put one in the zone. You're already down 2-0. The offense has looked like complete garbage on a plate. The fans look terrified. Oh my god, is that Garrett Cole? Swing and a miss by Garver. I understand that I said positive vibes only, but... Thank you, Eduardo. That's because I don't have much at this point. And I am horrified as to what's going to... Garver gets into one. Chaz coming on. Oh my god. Brantley dives for it. Can't quite come up with it. And because he kicks it away, Garcia gets to go home. He might have had to stay up for a single. It is now 3-0. This is the Astros team that looks like they don't care. The one that plagued this season so much. And I gotta be honest with you. I really let myself believe that they wouldn't look this checked out in a Game 7. I really believed first inning. That is not lost on me. The problem that I have is that this is how you start a Game 7. Like, starting is so important. And they know that because they've been there. Like, I understand it's early. Find me a list of all the teams to go down 3-0 in a winner-take-all game and win that game. I can't imagine it's high. Also, it's 3-0. There's still a runner in scoring position. There's only one out. Jonah Heim has kind of been pretty okay at points. Yenner Diaz has to come in earlier than usual. No choice now. No, he has to. I don't know why. Again, I don't know why he wasn't starting in this game. Like, Martin Maldonado, I understand why he's here for a while. But at the same time, I get why you might have him go for the vets. Why is he going for Christian Javier? And base hit. Runners at the corners with only one out. Dude, Javi isn't going to get through an inning. Like, I'm... Dusty coming out. Is that it? That's it. Holy shit. Holy hell. No, it doesn't look like it. That's it. You can't go out for a second mound visit in an inning. You got to pull him. Oh my god. So, runners at the corners. Did the stream die? No, it's alive. Runners at the corners. One out. And it's bullpen time. That's not good. It's Strover? I hate that. All right. So, 30 people in here. Why do people like my pain? Is this going to be Cassandra? Is this going to be William? Or is it going to be Benny? Yeah, this is just bad. Like this is bad. Cause you can't put it on yourself, bud. How do we come back from this? All right. Do you mean in this game or long term? Because those are two very different questions. Is anyone else's TV frozen? Okay, there it goes. Long term, like I don't know if you mean in this game in particular or like next season. Next season, I have absolutely no fear. They're going to be back in action next season. I have absolutely no fear about that. I've been very open that I have absolutely no thought that this is going to linger. I think this season being rough is a one-off. Now, this game. How do we win this game? Well, a play below right here would be great. Right? And not an easy double play. Like a hard to turn, but they get the job done double play by Pena and Altuve and Abreu. And then you get Altuve's head in the game and Pena's head in the game. And Abreu's head in the game. Along with that, you then can give the fans something to get happy about. You've got to pick on Scherzer. You dotted him up in the first game you saw him in. You've got to light him up. You cannot leave the first inning without a run. Because I assume you're going to warm up France or Brown for the second inning. God, it just sucks the concept of bringing in Phil Maton, who's one of your better relievers, for 2/3 of an inning to start a game. Like, that's just painful. Swing and a miss. Big out there. Now the sacrifice is out. That's a big moment for Phil. And his response is very likely neat. So that's a positive way to start that. Why? What does that have to do with anything? I mean, I understand what it has to do with things, but like, why? Now you have Josh Jung batting. Gets a very generous call from the umpire. You've got to get a run in the bottom half of the first if you want a possibility. Or you've got to hope that your bullpen is as good as it has been and can, for literally the entire game, aside from one out, deal. Remember the where's Kent Emanuel? We need 8 2/3 innings. Where is Kent Emanuel? One to Jung. Swing and a miss. Went down for a big chase there. One two to Jung. Maton with a chance to at least put a tourniquet on this game. Maldonado tries to get that chase again. Doesn't go. They'll let him get to second. That's terrifying because now I understand it's 2-2, but a base hit makes this 5-0. Which is why a strikeout here is huge. Or just in out. Swing and a miss. Phil Maton puts a tourniquet on the game. Do the Astros have the dog in them? I mean, Tracker kind of says it best. It's okay to lose in the World Series, but I cannot live with a loss to the Rangers. That would be really tough to swallow. Wait, is Ted Cruz at the game? How can I threaten the well-being of a U.S. with getting banned and put on a list? Bullpen, which is likely what. That's how I get put on a watch list. Is the stream dying for anyone else? Kind of going out. It's not me, man. It's not me. That's awesome. Is it hot? It's not hot. That's not what I want to do. There are 48 people in here. Holy God. I mean, that's super sick. I don't know that I've ever gotten that. We lost. I'm pretty sure we lost. Back. It looks like the stream is okay again. 63! Holy God, what happened? What is happening? Pablo, what's going on? Boys, like the stream up. Hell, let's see if we can get 100 in here. It'd be crazy. Some kind of raid situation? I have no idea. I don't know who would be raiding it. Is Locked On and or Solo doing something? Did Solo do something on Twitter? No, you've got to get something going in the first inning. Like, you've got to get some runs on Scherzer, at least a run. I'm not saying you don't have to tie it in the first, but you've got to show a sign of life. Altuve gets into one. That'll be off the wall for extra bases. Takes a really bad hop. He'll definitely get to second base. Altuve with a leadoff double. Sign of life. That's what we're looking for. And he knocked out one of the signs, which is very fun. So Altuve gets aboard. You have a leadoff base runner off the pitch of Scherzer. Again, you've got to just hammer home here. Like, Altuve broke the screen. That's neat. Impregnation would be nice here. I gotta level with you guys. Have another sip of coffee. (1-0) to Bregg. Takes it very much inside to make it 2-0. Runs in the first inning. A run would be great. If you can get 2, that would be phenomenal. But you've been gifted a leadoff double. You've got to be able to get that guy home. Like, there is absolutely no reason you can't get that run home. Like, you are the Astros. Side note, Dubon's quote was sick as all get out. Like, that quote was metal as hell. Just, why should people believe? Why do you think there's a chance? Because what a quote by Dubon. I would like to keep him around for a long time. Great vibes guy. Very good glove. Can have his moment with the bat. Bregman rips one to Seager. That'll be a ground out, but he saw the ball well. And yes, I will give us any possible happy note I can give you at this point. You've got some years of arbitration for Dubon. I'd like to see him stick around for a while. Yordan bats. This would be a moment if he could contribute here. For old Air Yordan. Dubon was like an everyday player back in 2019. Wild, man. 1-0 to Yordan Alvarez. Takes another one outside to make it 2-0. Scherzer has, to this point of the game, given up the double to Altuve, a 100-mile-an-hour ground out, not 100 mile an hour ground out to Yordan Alvarez. Starts 3-0 to Yordan Alvarez. Do you tempt fate and give him a pitch to hit if you're Scherzer, or do you cut your losses? Okay, they cut their losses. They're not even going to hassle with it. Yordan Alvarez is reaching Barry Bonds territory, guys. Like, dead ass. Like, Yordan Alvarez is getting to the point, fall behind 2-0. No. Nah, ain't me. I ain't going for that. I ain't doing it. Abreu, with an opportunity here. Another ball for Scherzer. Like, dude, Javi didn't look good in the first inning. You've got to make them pay for their pitcher not looking good. Scherzer 1-0 count. Deals. Abreu, you gotta send that to space. Jose, I love you, man. You gotta send that into space. Middle of the plate. It was right around, like, 1 to Abreu. Rounds 1. Fair ball! Altuve on his home! That's a run for Houston. They get on the board. It's 3-1. Yordan moves to third, and Abreu will be on first. An RBI single for Jose Abreu, and the Astros get a sign of life going. All right, there's a run. There we go. There is something. I said you got runners at the corners, and now you have Tucker, Brantley. They're just showing the Rangers. Uncle Mike coming in clutch here. Come on. Gotta show me something. Brantley, ground ball, double play. That's awesome. But, okay. Well, that okay. I said you gotta get one, and they got one. What do I take from that inning? I think there's a lot of good you can take from it. Altuve ripped his for 2. Bregman ripped his ground out for 100 even. I'm just going to say 100. 99.9, whatever. He couldn't get it in the zone for Yordan, and then eventually walked him after 3 pitches of being like, yeah, no, I'm not about to have you introduce me to God. And then to Abreu, it was out of the zone. He's going middle of the zone. That's what I'm really seeing. If I go to pitch 3D. So, looking at pitch 3D right now, he's thrown 4 in a little cluster, low and outside. So, like, low in the left-hander's batted box. 4 in a cluster, high in the right-handed batter's box. And 5 basically right down the middle of the zone. He is not going for corners. He is either throwing these outside or he's going middle. You've got to do something right there. Tucker has got to do something tonight. It all comes down to, are the Astros the Astros? Are the 9 players plus whoever's on the bench on this roster right now the same guys that have been there for the past 6 years? Are they going to find greatness within themselves when they desperately need it, or are they going to crumble? It's as simple as that. Does anyone know who's coming out of the pen? I want more baseball. Let's go. We need more baseball. So are they the AL Astros or the NL Astros? That's... I don't like that that's accurate. Brown's coming in. Okay. Brown delivers one way outside for ball 1 to... I assume that's going to be Letty Tavares. There's a strike. Nice pitch there. Outside to make it 2-1. I'm just trying to look at Scherzer's pitches to see if I can tell something. Hoping Brown can keep it within striking distance. All he has to do is keep the game close. There's a 3-1 count now from Hunter Brown. Well, I mean, it made more sense when the Astros were in the Central. Like, they do not strike me as a West team. Pena gobbles up, throw to first, in time to get Tavares out number 1. Like, look on a map. How are the Astros considered a Western team? We're going to have 2 Game 7s on back-to-back night, folks. The Diamondbacks, the mother-freaking Diamondbacks have forced Game 7. Good for them. I'd love to see the D-backs go all the way. Not all the way, unless it's not us in it. If it's not us in it, then I'd love to see the National League team win. If it is us in it, I would like to see them win their pennant. And then that's it. Brown delivers high to Simeon. The only out that Javier recorded. 1-0. You've got to get to Scherzer when it gets back to your part of the inning. You've got to get at least 2 off of him. That's a high pop-up. Chaz under it. Out number 2. Or high fly-out. I keep saying pop-out even when it's deep. I need to get better about that. Corey Seager, who started us down this road of nightmare, bats now. Brown delivers outside. His technique of throwing a bunch of pitches outside to then surprise them with the ball in the zone where they swing at and ground out or fly out is interesting. Hopefully it works on Seager where he just grounds into a simple little ground ball. That'd be great. Swing and a miss A really nice splitter from Hunter Brown there to get even the count, not ahead. One, way low and way low, bounces off the plate low. Two one to Seager from Hunter Brown. Oh, he wanted to swing at that. It's a shame he didn't. 3-ball count now to Seager, as Brown will hopefully come away with a strike here, or at least something to get some weak contact. You'd like to not let them get any bit of moxie going. There's a base hit. That'll be more than a base hit. That's splitting a gap. McCormick will field it and throw it back in, but he's just going to go for a cutoff man and hope to contain him to a double. That'll be an extra base hit for Seager, who has 2 of them in as many innings. And the Rangers now, at least with 2 outs, will bat with the runner in scoring position. He didn't look like he got that good of a piece of it, but it flew. I mean, that theoretically, that's what you want, is to try to get some bit of... The Astros pitching philosophy is very much high middle, it seems. Except for Javier, who is just kind of erratic. There's going to be ball 2 to Carter. That's Hunter Brown, misses on the first 2 pitches. Scherzer's balding. That's weird. Dude, bro looks like a rabid dog, and not in a good way. Maybe that's mean to say. But, like... Pixel Weston. Dude, I'm not happy about it. I don't know what it's doing. Like, I really don't. And it's a bummer because we have 26 people watching, so I don't want to restart it. Because we have a pretty good number of folks in here. 2-2 to Carter. Ground ball, gobbled by Bregman, throw to first. I mean, he gets the out. That was a little bit sketch. But it's, you know what? Dude, going with a bald spot just looks so... not it. It's not the move. A sketch out is still an out. Callum, couldn't have said it better myself. No matter what happens this game, I fully expect a return to consistency next year for the Astros. The 2023 team feels like a strange outlier. I really don't think this hangs around long term. This is a total one-off. They have a lot of pitching depth. They're going to have to figure out outfield spots, but, I mean, good outfielders you can find. I'm not concerned. Anyway, so you guys believe in Bigfoot? Let's go down this conversation. I just feel like that'd be fun. Kind of stir the pot, you know? Yeah, tinfoil hats. I know a guy in Toronto who we could get as an outfielder. Who? No, Lourdes is in Arizona now. I believe in wild men, but not Bigfoot. What? Okay, so you bring up Loch Ness Monster, which brings me to this point. I don't know that I believe in either one, but I really like both of them. Dude, Finding Bigfoot is my favorite television show ever. That or Frasier. Like, when I bring Mrs. Astro home, I don't have one, by the way, but when inevitably that happens, right? Bring home for a very nice, relaxing evening of dinner and watching Frasier and or Finding Bigfoot, assuming baseball is not on. Imagine Bigfoot as a shortstop. Oh, you mean Tulowitzki? No, I absolutely adore Bigfoot and the Loch Ness Monster. That being said, I mean, probably not, right? Like, probably not. But they are super cool. It's a fun thing to talk about. Dude, okay, you get it. Frasier is great. Tucker, auto out. Cool. Look, I make jokes about... This is for Benny, by the way. I make a lot of jokes about, like... You know, oh, no, they're perfect, but they're a blank fan. I don't care that much. Like, I can easily get over it. Unless they just relentlessly, for the Astros, were just awful about it. But if they're, like, bitter about everything the Houston Astros did and were basically a Twitter troll for the Astros, then at that point they're probably just not a great person in general. Like, I'm not saying for sure, but I was saying, like, likely. They would just be annoying in general. That's a ball to Chaz. 2-0 count. Nice, 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 McCormick. Chaz McCormick getting a home run right here and making it 3-2 would feed families. It'd be really sick. But instead he swings and misses. Brandon, I really hope you're right. Look, if Altuve ain't... Look, Altuve is him. And that's the thing. I can take you memeing about my favorite sports teams all you want. I don't care all that much. If you say a bad thing about Altuve, I will fight you. I will physically... I will... No, not use. I will abuse you. That is where I draw my line in the sand. 3-1 to McCormick. Takes it outside. There's a walk for Chazzy Fizz. Bada ving, bada voom. We do... When do we start? I assume you're saying when. When do we start having a dialogue of Kyle Tucker being a great regular season player, bad postseason player? Right now. Eric, there are two players that I'm... Aside from Altuve, right? McCormick and Lance are like my two favorite players across sports. And so I have a very hard time being too objective with any of the three of them. And when they get slightly good, like when Lance had a good season in 2021, I wouldn't shut up about it. When McCormick was good this season, I didn't shut up about it. You guys have seen firsthand that I get awful about it. So it's difficult for me to not be a little bit biased when it comes to players like that, but those are my absolute favorite guys. I'm not like that with everybody. I'm not just blindly faithful for every single player. But those guys are the guys. Pena doing the funny little thing where you put the ball not on the field, but into one of the seats. that are in between those two white lines would be very, very ideal here. What is... I mean, I'll do it, Dusty, if it works. Didn't work. But Chad stole a base. So that's cool. Please don't have hurt yourself. I'd be very sad. I don't know which person it is because I can't think of the guy. But Jonah Heim looks like a YouTuber. And I can't remember which YouTuber it is, but he looks just like him. Pena strikes out. That's great. 2 outs, and up comes Martin Maldonado. Dude, if Lance and McCullers both are just... Lance and McCullers. Lance and McCormick. If McCormick and McCullers both have good 2024 seasons, you guys are in for a miserable watch. Like, miserable. Oh, 2 to Martin Maldonado. And strikes out. Dude, Pena, Maldi, and Tucker are killing him. Like... Foolish baseball posting, get ready to learn Arabic. Buddy is the new meme. That's the new meme, everybody. Get on board with it. Why is Maldi still in? Why not? I mean, at least you get the top of the order. But... McCormick said he did a little prayer this morning and made sure they were ready to go tonight. What does that even mean, Chaz? Okay, all I'm saying is I think it would make it very interesting if you couldn't defensively substitute people. Like, imagine you want John Singleton to take an at-bat for Jeremy Pena, but you can't move Singleton somewhere else and put in Kessinger. Like, for 2 innings, until you can pinch hit Kessinger for Singleton, you have to have John Singleton at shortstop. That is what I give you. That's how you make baseball better. Like, can you imagine fumble dimension levels of chaos? Dude. It's what I need in life. I need a sharply hit ground ball, and John Singleton laying out for it. It's what I need more than anything. You pinch hit for a catcher, and then all of a sudden, like, scrawny back in the day, this would go back a ways, but scrawny, like, Josh Reddick is now behind the dish. Mint. Starts off with a strike to Garcia. That's good. Outside for ball 1. Pena for Dubon, or Dubon for Pena. Yeah, at this point. I don't know how long you can let it ride. This is game 7. You can't just let... The time for them hoping that they figure it out is over. They would have by now. Maybe they figure it out come World Series, but right now, it is game 7. Pena has been in auto out. Tucker has been in auto out. And Maldonado has been in auto out. You've got to do something. Like, I'm putting Dubon in for Pena. I guess you let Tucker ride. I'm about to say something that might get me executed, and that's fine. But, you know. Look, I understand that in his career he has 40 at-bats. I think you have to, at some point, ask the question. And Garcia homers, because of course he does. Dude, I'm just so... Okay. That happened, we're moving on. Now, my question that I have for you... I think you gotta move Tucker, Pena, and Maldonado all out of this game. Like, for hopeful run support. Now, the low-hanging fruit is that you get rid of Pena and Maldonado for Dubon and Yainer Diaz. I mean, it's not quite on the foul pole, but it's close enough. Here's the question I ask you. Pena this postseason has a 189 average and a 447 slug. Or a 447 OPS. Gray Kessinger batted 200 and had an OPS of 614. I'm just asking. Do you legitimately consider putting Dubon in for Tucker, Yainer in for Maldi, and Kessinger in for Pena at this point? Pena's WRC plus so far in this playoff run. Strike 1 to Garver. Is 27. Kessinger's in the regular season was like a 70. I'm not saying that Gray Kessinger is going to come in and hit 2 home runs en route to an upset. I am saying you've got to do anything. And I legitimately think, do you just throw in Kess and hope to God something goes well? Garcia's the Cuban Pujols, I guess. Thanks for that, Benny. If Maldi would have dropped that, I would have cried my eyes out. And now my coffee's cold. Look what you made me do, Houston. You heat your coffee by putting it in the You reheat your coffee by putting it in the microwave. I reheat my coffee by adding a shot of espresso. By adding a shot of espresso to it. We are not the same. He looks like a guy from Smosh. That's what he looks like. He looks like one of the people that would do the skits on Smosh Pit. I figured it out. Starting to think the biggest winner of tonight might actually be Joe Espada. He's got to be the manager next year, yeah. He's gonna look good. He's gonna look good. Jonah Heim holds up. It's still early, but my God, you've got to do something. I really hope it was a year off. I really hope I was just a year off. And I hope that every prediction I had going into the season happens next year. Ground ball from Jonah Heim. Altuve gobbles, throws to first. There's an out. Dude, they're just glazing the Rangers so hard. You're keeping the stream open, but you're turning the game off. Imagine not having 5 free outs. Dude, it'd be great. I know who's 3, but who's 4 and 5? You better not be slandering. Announcers really already talking about. Of course they are. No, dude, people love to glaze anyone who isn't Houston. JP France warms. He looms. He looms. Two picks up strike 3. That's a nice pitch from Brown, and you get to the next inning. Look, JP France is going to come in and be the hero. Gotta believe, guys. Dude, they will, because people just want to see us fail. That's the thing. People want... Dude. Look, here's the thing. Here's the thing about the National League. The Diamondbacks are hungrier. And the Phillies, the Rangers lost all 3 games of the series at home. The Phillies are simply not going to lose all 4 games in Philadelphia. Like, that's not going to happen. Like, I don't know if you guys are actually aware of this. Most teams, when you play games at home, win the majority of those games that are at home. Because there's this thing called home field advantage. And traditionally, when that happens, when you have that home field advantage, you don't lose all of those games at home. I know it's a weird concept. Oh, isn't it a good thing that we're not that team? I'm so happy that we haven't lost all 3 games at home. Legitimate question. If the Astros would have played vice versa and all the games would have been in Arlington, like they would have had home field and it would have been 2-4-2. No, Eric. No. Because Juan Soto and Jorge Soler and Howie Kendrick are actually likable people. I love that everyone started condemning you like an errant child. Altuve bats. Take strike 1. Altuve grounds 1. Simeon gobbles, throws over. No, but you should like Juan Soto, not Juan Solo. Juan Solo is a very different character. No, you should like Juan Soto. I like Juan Soto. And he caused me pain. He caused me extreme pain, but I still like him. Everyone's trying to do the thing. Everyone is trying to put it out, and it's not going to work. It's been a while, fellas. Last time we had vibes like this was 2021. I don't know that I would stream all of the Phillies games. Like the Phillies, whoever. There's definitely a possibility. But I don't really know. Like, I don't know. I'm in a weird position, right? Where a lot of stuff starts up for me around the end of October, the beginning of November. And so from my personal life standpoint, like my daily routine and schedule with like business and everything, it would be better if the Astros weren't in the playoffs. Bregman gets into one, deep left field, please! There's a run. All right, 4-2. There's something. Thank God. Okay, you have a little bit of life. Wake up. I'm behind. There is a brick on the wall that has been impregnated. All of the many people saying pregnant, impregnated. Impregnation. Did I say Lance Bregman? Did I actually say that? Dear God. Alex Bregman. Jeez. Look, you see what happens? I get flamed. No. Here's the thing, everybody. I get flamed for using energy drinks in the first couple of games. Then I go and drink coffee. And you see what it does? It turns my brain into more mush than usual. See what you guys do to me? Yeah, that piece of wall right there. Pregnant. The absolute chills when there's a 3-home run Alex Bregman. Okay, I thought of a skit, right? Okay, so I thought of a skit. It would require Alex Bregman having a 3-home run game. And when the first home run is hit, I say that I'm pregnant. And then when the second one's hit, I fake a pregnancy belly. And when the third one's hit, I crawl on the desk. And mimic. I can't say it. When the third one is hit, I crawl on the desk, have a baseball, and mime giving birth to the baseball. That is what I'm trying to say. That would be a really good skit. But I don't know that he'll ever have a 3-home run game. But rest assured, folks, if Alex Bregman ever has 3 home runs in a singular game, the skit is going to get me put on many a watch list. Montgomery's warming? Alright. Try to get to him. For the 3rd time in this series, jeez. 0-2 to Jordan. Scherzer delivers. Jordan. That's just off the tip of the bat. And another panel has fallen out. Jordan's running! Jordan's moving! A stand-up triple. Jordan was moving. What's funny is I can hear my voice echo out of the guitar there and off the drums over there. Like, there's a lot of resonant items in this room. The tip of the bat. And the Astros. A sac fly would be great. Like, you don't have to... A sac fly, a good ground out, something. Just get him home. Make it a 4-3 game. Chip away at the deficit. Like, there's no way you're going to get big brothered by Jordan Montgomery a 3rd time this series, right? Swing and a miss from Abreu. He's trying to tie the game back up. He's saying, screw the run. I want to tie this. Already has an RBI base hit in this game. Would love for him to get a 2nd RBI. Jordan with a big lead. Ground ball to 3rd. Oh. Why? Ha, nya, ha, ha. Brantlet? I assume, yeah, Brantley. They're going to bring in Montgomery, I assume, for Brantley. Or are they just going out for a chit-chat? Dude, you're not going to get dunked on by Jordan Montgomery a third time, right? Like, there's no shot that Montgomery for a third time is going to do this to you. Short rest too, yeah. Michael Schwab yesterday posting, Dubon is up with 1 out and bases loaded. There will be crimes if no run scored. There won't be crimes, but I want to do crimes. What a moment. Okay. Okay, there's a lot of questions. Okay, there's a lot. Momentum has swung our way. I hope so. 2 days rest, so yeah, he'd be weak. Imagine Valdez warming. If Valdez is warming, I'm going to jump. You've got to be able to get to their bullpen. You get 2 off Scherzer and you knock him out in the 3rd inning. You've got to put something. You've got to get their bullpen. It's going to be the battle of the pens. And you have the better one. You've got to do work here. That is an incredible commercial. You've got to do runs here. France is warming in our bullpen. France is coming. And France... No, there's 2 outs. France is coming. I know that usually France is the one that's running away. But today, France is coming. Kaz, you're incredible. You really are. You're a goated human. Jordan Montgomery. Like, there's no way you get slapped by him a 3rd time this series. Brantley bats 1-0 with a man on 3rd. This would be quite a time, Uncle Mike, for you to, Brant... Oh. Such good bat to ball. 680 expected batting average. I am dying. Fun fact. In an inning where the Astros had a home run and a triple, Michael Brantley's lineout right there was the highest expected batting average. Dude, I'm not even going to put that one on Brantley. Like, that was the best. That was debatably the best struck ball of the inning. If you want to look at sheer expected batting average. That wasn't even him. That was just really bad luck. Yeah, it was 680. Like, he did the right thing. You do that 1,000 times, more often than not, it's a base hit. Can you tell I'm losing my mind as I blow bubbles into my water? Look, I have faith. There's still a lot of time. I hope Montgomery doesn't dominate again. He won't. He probably will. Line drive with more contact. Don't like that you're correct there. Alright, I'm going to fill the drink up, fellas. I'll be right back. I've missed the first 3 pitches for France. And they've all been outside, which isn't good. I do not want Bagwell anywhere around this team. I'm Jung with a foul ball, thankfully. I do not want Jeff Bagwell anywhere around this team. I like him as a player. He was very good. He has a very old talking head mentality. And he has said in many different interviews that he does not like advanced analytics. All he cares about is, did the ball get down? He has said many a times that he doesn't consider at bats where you make good contact good at bats, and that it is better to no. He's super funny to have in the box because he's a very entertaining human. He is less analytically inclined than Dusty. He made 2 moves as GM, and they were debatably the 2 worst moves the Astros have made in the past during this dynasty run. Which, again, they haven't been terrible, but they've been the worst moves of the run that were of any actual note. Like, I love Jeff Bagwell. He is a super underrated player. Okay, I'm not saying that they did ruin it, but Dusty has been horrible as the manager this year. And Maldonado has been borderline unusable. Like, his offense has gotten worse every single year. It is real bad. And when you have the first team all rookie catcher and he can't get into games, he finishes with one of the best OPS or WRC plus on the team, and he can't get playoff games because you're giving him to a guy who's batting well below the Mendoza line, you've got a problem. Like, it... I do not care. Okay, here's the thing. I understand the Dusty, or the Maldonado has experience thing. Here's the thing. I need to stop saying Dusty. Maldonado got to work with the two better pitchers consistently, and then he got Verlander. So you had Martin Maldonado, who is supposedly this experienced mastermind of game calling, working with the three best pitchers on the team. And then you have Yainer Diaz, who is this unexperienced rookie by their own words, who is getting JP France, Hunter Brown, and whoever else is down there, and he has a lower ERA. Explain. Look, I understand that he's batting .083. Here's the thing. It's a lot easier to be that bad when you're getting one at bat a game and it's in the highest leverage situation. He's not having a time to settle into the game. Look, here's the thing. Dusty, and it was really funny, because during the regular season last year, I thought Dusty was really bad. But I have gone on record as saying I think Dusty managed one of the best postseasons in league history. Like, he managed he did an unbelievable job in the playoffs last year. His management alone basically won you the series against the Mariners. And he made some really, really good calls in the World Series last year. Yeah, no, I agree with 713 flight. Like, he had a 1,000 OP. Oh, that's killer. Bases will be loaded with one out as he just flares one the worst possible way off of Jose Abreu. It looked like it hit him in the palm of the glove and not the glove. Like, he got too much of a piece of it. Yeah, that didn't feel good, I assume. Infield in. No, it's a matter of Carter. That's going to be extra bases. And that'll make it 6-2, Texas. With 2 in scoring position still. There is no double play in order. That's it. Like, it's over. I understand there's still a lot of time left in this game. It's over. I can't wait to see Garcia make it 9-2 again. That's going to be really funny. Yeah, I'd go with the Spada. That feels like the right thing to do. Ground ball. That's in between Pena and Bregman. It is 8-2 in the fourth inning. Dude, this is... Oh, I didn't say it. Piss off! Nice effort, Mikey. Jesus Christ. It was over before that. What do you want him to do? Like, he's not gunning him down anyway. You want him to, out of nowhere, come with a 150 bullet home? What is Brantley gonna do there? God, like, dude. Well, that was one of the seasons of all time. France is still pitching. I just realized that your name is the Derpster, and that is kind of amazing. Did the Astros at any point in this season come back from a 6-hole deficit? Why did it... Okay, so it disconnected but didn't disconnect. That's great. So they're going to call that just a foul ball. That's super cool. No. Ugh. Even the stream wants the game to be over. Is it Astros yet? It might be Astros. I gotta level with you. Oh, there's another base hit. So that'll put Adolis over at third. Wouldn't it have been funny if they sent him anyway? Like, they couldn't have even... I would like to say this, right? They couldn't have even let it be 7. Why are you going... Dusty, why are you pulling him? Dusty, why are you even pulling him? Like, why is that the line in your mind? I'm not even trying to be a... I can't swear. My grandparents watch this. I don't want to be too vulgar. Like, why is that the line that you're like, down by 6 with 1 aboard, you can pitch. Down by 6 with 2 aboard, it's time to go, buckaroo. You can see why Dusty is 0-3. You just said he never had a team this good. Ain't no way you just said all they need is 3 Grand Slams. Well, time to promote Espada. Wait, is Colin McHugh on the Rangers now? Because I see someone saying Colin McHugh. He's not on the Rangers, is he? No, he's in Atlanta still. What am I... trying to get my goat there. Trying to get me razzled up there. I'm suicidal. Nearest we... Boys, it might be time for the disurrection. Solo, when the inning ends, I'll spin it around. Because I gotta go from one direction over to the other. So give it a hot second, and then we'll do this. I'm dude. Bro really just said okay. Watching the Rangers get their World Series picture taken here is gonna be miserable. That's gonna be so bad. Why is it always in our house? 18 was in Minute Maid. 19 was in Minute Maid. 20 doesn't count. 21 was in Minute Maid. Why is it always in our house? Bases are loaded. That's really good. It's only game 7, guys. Wait till game 8. Astros at 9, baby. Also, I understand that a lot of games were pretty technically close in score. There was one close game in this entire series. Like, also, I see that there are 40 people in this chat. There are 40 cats in here. When I cut the stream for a second, and I move it over to the PC, so help me, there better be 40 people. I tell y'all what. Yeah, dude, because the Rangers fans are gonna be so unbearable. Like, despite the fact that they're gonna go get shellacked, and Rangers. Yeah, no, 2019 was miserable. Ground ball, Pena, Fields, throw to first. Great play. That is without doubt the meme of blank hits crazy 3 to be down by 50. That was that play right there. All right, we're going to switch it around, boys. There's 43 guys watching this. There better be 43 in like 5 minutes when we get the stream up there. We'll be back.